Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Payment plan. Good morning. Some people say that our government and our courts are not crooked and dirty, but I'm going to show you about the dirtiest thing you could possibly ever do by a judge or an administrative office of the courts. There was a case that was supposed to be, or a ticket that was supposed to be put onto a payment plan. The judges ordered it. The clerk said they did it, but when I did my writ of prohibition in the Supreme Court, I pissed them off. All of a sudden, this ticket showed that it wasn't put on the payment plan. They suspended my driver's license. I got pulled over. A very nice officer didn't put me in jail. He gave me a ticket because it was without knowledge. I took care of it the next morning, of course. And but then I protested the court and I contested the ticket because it was supposed to be put on the payment plan. Well, the clerk of the court refused to file and enter the affidavit to contest the ticket, which is a violation of law. It violates the United States v. Smith, openness and readiness and fairness of the courts. But, so I called them yesterday, and then I did a writ of mandamus, which tells them to do their job and to file the paperwork, and that's pretty much how I did it, but I did it more politely, and, you know, but they they put it in front of Judge Burns. So Judge Burns, what does he do? He does a writ of a plea of essentia, saying that I'm going to plead guilty or no contest. And he sets it for 1/26/18. Now get this, 7:30 p.m. And if you look at the paperwork that I'm going to post with this video, you will see exactly on the plea of essentia, Judge Burns, 3rd floor, at 7:30 p.m. The courthouse is closed at this time. The courthouse shuts down at 5 o'clock. There ain't no judge in that courtroom or courthouse or building until 7:30 the next morning, so a judge can do first appearance. And that would be on Saturday and Sunday. Other than that, Monday through Friday, they all show up about 7:30, so they can be ready when they open the doors at 8. But he did a plea of essentia, saying that I'm going to plead guilty or no contest, which is not true. I'm going to plead innocent, and I'm going to fight the ticket. But he had this hearing, supposedly, which it didn't happen, at 7:30 last night. And I went to the courthouse. The doors were locked. There was no way for me to get in to have the hearing. So, and it's listed and filed on the clerk's website. And I'm going to post it here too, showing that I had court at 7:30 last night, so I could plead guilty to something that I'm contesting. I'm not pleading guilty. I'm pleading innocent. So they're refusing my rights to access to the courts. And then on top of that, if you'll notice that on the above portion of what I'm going to show you, it says notice of hearing. My hearing date is set for February the 6th, 2018 at 8:30. But if you notice the two affidavits below that, it says sentencing affidavits. Well, how can I be sentenced if I have not been to court yet? If I have not had my chance to be heard under the Constitution of the United States? Due process of law. Judge Burns is very, very dirty. He's corrupt. He violates federal law, violations of the Constitution of the United States, due process of law. He set a trial date and hearing when the courthouse is closed. just so they can suspend my license and put me in jail illegally. He made a sentencing review already, and the case has not even been heard before the courts because my court date is next month, and they're doing this so they can illegally suspend my license, all because they got a case of road rash because I did a writ of prohibition when they tried to violate my probation without a warrant, which was illegal by the Supreme Court in Carroll versus Cochran. And they said that I didn't know what I was talking about, so I did a writ of prohibition in the Supreme Court, the one that made the rule, and they got a little bit of road rash. And they're mad. So now they're going to do everything they can do in their power to illegally violate the law so they can violate me. And you say that we have a non-corrupt system, that our system works for us? Our system works for them and them only. They're out for propaganda and money. They don't give a damn about federal law, constitutional rights, or opinion of the courts, especially the Supreme Courts. Thank you and have a good day.
County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt-free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.